And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New York Giants. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go on EA Sports. McCole Hardman to and look at this, right away a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a first and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. It's hard enough to play on the road in this league as it is, but to start on the road with a fumble on the opening kickoff, just not the precedent you obviously want to set.
Not at all, and now it's just words because they've talked about it all week. From the time they start game planning for this one, remember, going into hostile territory, we have to set the tone right in the beginning, and they do the exact opposite.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Here's McCole Hardman, fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. He's on his way. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 79 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Washington now brings this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. He drooped him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Second and 9 now. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 2nd and 2, 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Now back to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Parker Washington from 3 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. He's across midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big play there for KC. 43 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Mahomes going to throw. Short throw to Disley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. And New York set to take the field. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw. And he hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Giants.
Daniel Bellinger,
54 yards.
and the Giants are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And you know, you and I praise tight ends in today's game a lot for being just like a bigger body wide receiver. Boy, a play that long from that position, you just didn't used to see that as much.
No, you were really just counting on the tight end position to catch the football and get what they got on the catch. And now it's the run after the catch that makes them so dangerous. Hard to bring those big guys down when they get rolling.
Couldn't bring him down here, got into the end zone.
New York now for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. KC's offense ready to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On second down, here's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
Here's Corliss Waitman now.
And it's fielded at the 34. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And controlling the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This is down the field for Bellinger.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll throw now on the final play.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And that game is tied 10-all in the second quarter. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. Desmond Ridder with a couple of touchdown passes. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Good move at the 30. 13 yards. Good for a Giant first down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A first down carry for Barkley.
Loose inside the 30. Saquon Barkley. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 64 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Delay of game. Offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Mahomes to throw on second down.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up.
Inside the 10.
And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Here's Hardman on the return. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
43!
Now here's Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And again, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And that's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Mahomes to throw once more. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The York on now for the extra point.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around.
Back now here on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Ashawn Robinson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. And now out come the Giants. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
2nd and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
Barkley off tackle left. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
And they'll run again.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Giants are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Mahomes will try again on second down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll drop to throw.
And it is caught.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Open man right side is Rice.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
It's a game of 20. First down, Chiefs.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first.
First down, Kansas City.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. And the pressure gets to him again. Sean Robinson. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And they will remain well behind. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
The New York set to take the field.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock.
Spins by, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Sliding out of the pocket.
Gets this to Waller on the crossing route.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Sit down.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know
I ain't tripping, this is easy, got them excited to meet me, I got diamonds, you got CZs, wake up, get to it and repeat, hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say, let them talk about us, my whole crew is about 100 deep, gotta walk around it, I kill it and then I walk away, with the chalk around it, I just get low key and watch them talk about it, I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. Yeah, hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like two. I ain't tripping, this is easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZ.